listen, she shouldn't have been extending her COVID emergency powers this entire way. Now, at one point, people might say, well, it's just a piece of paper. But what she did with that piece of paper is that she gave a no-bid contract worth over $600 million to a company whose family ended up donating $300,000 to her campaign. And by the way, she paid over twice the price of the going rate. She needs to account for that. She needs to stand in front of the media and answer many questions as to how she gets $300,000 from this family and then circumvents the state's competitive bidding laws, which are there for a reason, to give, by the way, not $100,000, not $1 million, over $600 million. And this isn't Kathy Hochul's money. This belongs to the people of New York. And if she will not account herself between today and November 8th, New Yorkers will deliver an accounting at the ballot box because it smells horribly. It passes no smell test. It shows, it proves that the person who we have right now as governor of the state of New York is a crook. She could prove me wrong by standing in front of all of you and explain away how she gets $300,000 and then gives out a no-bid contract paying over twice the going rate. And by the way, if you want to do this right, let's just say she decided, I have to enter this contract today because the numbers are whatever that numbers happen to be on that particular day. What about when the numbers go down? Why are you still paying all of that money for all these tests? She has a lot of answers that she needs to come clean with in front of all of you. I oppose congestion pricing. I will do everything in my power to stop it.
Yeah, so on that point, what are you cutting? Are you cutting the train replacement? Are you cutting maintenance? Are you cutting the new signals program? What are you cutting if you're cutting congestion pricing?
Okay, I wrote an op-ed a decade ago when Jay Walden came in office. And you can look it up right now. It's posted. I published it with the New York Post in 2012, okay? Now, in it are a whole bunch of different items that would end up making the MTA operate more efficiently. If you go back and you read through it, it's amazing how many of those items still have not been tackled. So this is what happens. We have an MTA chairman right now. And the MTA chairman says, give me billions of dollars, and then I guarantee for you, everything's going to be fixed. All I need is $5 billion. So then you give them $5 billion, not million, $5 billion. You know what they do the next day? The MTA chairman says, if you give me $5 billion more dollars, I really mean it this time, then all of your problems are going to go away. But no, listen, you ask your question.
You didn't answer the question.
You get to ask whatever question you want, and I get to answer.
And I'm following up. The cost of the cost, what would you cut?
Listen, if you would like to also give my answer, you can go ahead and do it.
You did give your answer. You cited to an op-ed.
But the answer.
So I'm asking you, in this decade, what would you cut?
Okay, listen. The answer ends when I can get an opportunity to finish answering the question.
Okay.
So part of the problem is this. I'll pick up right where I left off. And by the way, who are you with?
I'm with the Post.
Okay. Here's the problem: is that at the end of this process, where an MTA chairman is asking for $5 billion, the answer isn't that they just ask for billions of dollars of more money. Congestion pricing is a process of putting their hands into the wallets of people who can least afford it. And what's going to happen is once this gets done, then they're just going to ask for more money. So if you go back through, which was published in the Post, you look at vendor contracts, you look at the amount of waste, you look at the overtime abuse, you look at the structure of the MTA not being efficient. You want to generate revenue for the MTA? Make the MTA safe. You want more people to ride the MTA? A proposal to get more money into the MTA is to create a setting where people feel like they don't have to hug a guardrail or a post in order to ride it, where they feel like they can go ride the subway and have their yarmulke on without being attacked, that they can be an Asian American New Yorker and not get attacked. That also provides money to the MTA as well.
So, just to follow up, the MTA signals that are decades old.
Right.
Andy Byford said it would take